median, mode, and range. Please prepare for the class. You need a pen, notebook, and homework sheets. Now, if you need more time, you can stop this class. So hopefully you have these sheets printed out. They should be free sheets. We're going to look at statistics for mean, mode, median, and range. So please prepare these sheets. Now, if you don't have it, guys, it's going to be difficult for you to do them because you would have to draw the chart or look at these pictures. So if you don't have it, perhaps you can take a picture, a screenshot of these and use a notebook. Now, we're gonna first of all check the homework from last lesson. So this is the first homework sheet. What is the average mean score Tonya scored in all 5 games? So you should have about 8.2 points. You have to add all of them and divide it by 5. Hopefully I got this right. Now, which player has the highest average mean score for all games? So Bella has the highest one. If you add all of her scores, you should get 101 and divide by 5, and her average score is 20.2 points. Who is the worst player? Now, the worst player is Susan, and she has the lowest average points scored. So these are the answers. If you need more time, please pause this lesson. Now, next one, mode, median, and range quiz. So we also had a quiz last lesson, so these are the answers. The first one is 81, second one is 11, then 6, then 30, 34, 26, 3.2, 43 cents, 28, and 6. So hopefully you got these answers right. So these are this is the homework from last time. Okay. Now let's keep moving forward. So mean is the average of a set of data. To calculate the mean, find the sum of the data and then divide by the number of data. Okay, so we're just gonna go over this. So first of all, we find the sum. Okay, so in this case, we add all of the numbers, you get 69 and divide it by 6 numbers. So 11.5. Now you can remember that mean means to average because the mean teacher averages your grade. So if you don't do so well, the teacher can be a little bit mean and give you a bad grade. So let's try this one. So an electronic store sells CD players. Now CD players is very old already. Now we listen to all our music on phones. So at the following prices, so these are all the CD players, all of these prices. What is the mean price? So what is the average price for all of these CD players? What we need to do is, so let's have a look. What we do is add all of them. Okay, we get 2,225 and then divide it. So the average CD player, if you want to think how much money you would need for average one, is 317 and 86. Okay, so this is the average. Now, median is the middle number in a set of data when the data is arranged in a numerical order. So for example, we have all these numbers. What we need to do first is arrange them from smallest to biggest. Then find the number in the middle, or the average of the two numbers. So in this case, we have 11 and 12. What we do is add them and divide it by 2. So we get 11.5. So the median is 11.5. Now, an electronic store sells CD players at the following prices. What is the median price? So what we need to do now is we need to arrange these from smallest to largest. And we get the median price is 325. Okay, so the median price is 325. Now it's kind of similar to the average, okay, but you can see that the median is a little bit higher here. Now let's move on. The mode is the number that occurs the most. So again, we have these numbers. The mode is 11. Okay, and then sometimes a set of data will have more than one mode. So in this case, we have 5 and 7. Sometimes there is no mode. If no numbers repeat, there's no mode. What is the mode? So there is no mode in this one. Okay, there's no, because there's all different prices. So the range of a set of data is the difference between the largest and the smallest number in the set. So say we have all these numbers. The largest one is 55, the smallest one is 26. So 29 is the range. All right, so we're going to look at statistics, okay, and how we can calculate mean, median, mode, and range by statistics. So let's have a look at all these different ways. Now, this is a table for raw scores. So for example, if you think about points, scores, one person, first person scored 3 points, second person got 5 points, third person scored 1, fourth person scored 6, fifth person scored 5, and so on, okay? 11 different people scored 11 different points. Now this is the frequency table, this is a bar chart, and so the mean, if you look at here, the mean, if you add all of them, okay, and divide it, you get that the mean is about 3. Now median is the number in the middle. If you arrange them all, the median should be 3. Mode repeats itself the most, so 3. And range, 6 minus 1 is 5. All right, now we're gonna look at a quick video, and I will explain a little bit more about how this works. Okay, so we're gonna find out more about mean, median, range, and mode, and how we can use that in different charts. So it could be line chart, bar chart. So this one is a bar chart. So Nick wrote down how many spelling words he practiced each day. Okay, so these are days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now the first thing we need to do is to write the values for each of these bars. So here we go. We have 30, 60, 40, 40, 40, 50, 20. Now what is the mean number of spelling words Nick practices daily? Mean. So what we will do is add all of these numbers here. Okay, we get 280 words all together. And then we will divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, divided by 7, and we get 40. So Nick averages 40 spelling words. Okay, so that's the mean of average. Now, Charlotte's classmates reveal how many science articles they read. What is the median number of articles read? So again, the first thing we're gonna do is we need to write all the values. Okay, so 80, 80, 50, 90, 60, 70, 50. Okay, now the next step is we need to arrange these from lowest to highest. So 50, 50, 60, 70, 80, 80, 90. Now, to find the median is we need to find the middle number. So in this case, it's 70. Okay, median number, 70. Now, look at this line plot. Scarves. So the first question we're going to look at, what is the range of the numbers? So the biggest number on this line is 6, the smallest number is 0. So the range is 6 minus 0, which is 6. Now, next question. Next question is, what is the mode of the numbers? So you can see here that number 3 repeats itself the most. There, it repeats itself 4 times. So the mode is 3. And the last one is, what is the median of the numbers? What we need to do is arrange, we need to write down. So there's 1 0, there are 3 1s, there are 2 2s, there are 4 3s, no 4s, 3 5s, and 2 6s. And then we look for the middle number. So the median is 3. Okay. Now, let's look at this tally mark. What is the median of the numbers? Okay, what we need to do is we need to write the values next to these. So we need some numbers here. First thing, we will count these, and we get, this one should be 16, 12, 19, 11, and 20. So what is the median? Now we need to arrange these from smallest to biggest. And the median is the number in the middle, which is 16. All right, let's keep going forward. Now, this is a line plot. And so Elena graphed the daily high temperatures for 7 days. What is the range of the numbers? So the range is the difference between the highest one, so you can have a look here as 90, and the lowest one, which is 50. So what we need to do is we need to take away smallest one from largest one, okay? So it should be 90 minus 50 and 4, so it's 40. The range is 40. Okay, and I think that's it. And now we're going to look at some examples. So please open your notebook and try it yourself. Okay, so let's look at this tally mark. And we need to find mean, median, mode, and range. Now, please pause this lesson, open the notebook, and try this. And then I will show you the answer. I'm not going to wait too long. We have few questions to do. Okay, so please pause this, and I'm going to show you the answers. So, what we need to do is we need to add 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 7 plus 2, and then divide it by 5. Okay, and so the mean score is about 3.4. Now the median, we write them out like this: 1, 2, 2, 5, and 7. So the median is 2. Mode is 2, and range is 7 minus 1, which is 6. Please check these answers. Now, again, open your notebook, and how can we find the mean, median, mode, and range of our raw scores? Okay, so how can we find, again, I'm going to give you some time. So please open your notebook, and I will show you the answers in a minute. Now, I'm going to ask you to please pause this lesson if you need more time, because I think some of you will probably need about 2 minutes, but if I wait this long, we won't get through the whole lesson. So please pause, and here are the answers. Now, what we need to do is we need to add all of these numbers and divide it by the amount of numbers, so we get 3.19. Then we arrange these numbers from smallest to biggest, and we get median 3. Mode is 2, and range is 6 minus 1. Which is 5. Now, let's look at more of these. Now, actually, before we do this one, before we look at this one, we're going to look at another video, right? We're going to look at this one. Now, just listen to this one, and then we do some exercises together.
Hello, and welcome to K-12 News. Today, we will be exploring range, mode, median, and mean. Now here's Alex with the weather. Alex, I see you have a chart. What does it show?
Well, this chart shows the average high temperature each month for 6 straight months in Juneau, Alaska. This set of data can give us lots of different kinds of information.
What are some of the different kinds of information?
Well, we can find out things like the range of temperatures and the temperature that occurs most often, which we call the mode. We can also find out the median temperature that occurs in the middle of the data set, as well as the mean or average temperature.
Excellent! Let's find each type of information. News broadcasts are coming up for the range, mode, median, and mean. On the next screen, all you need to do is click each broadcast. You can click each broadcast more than once if you would like to watch the program again.
All right, so let's click on this. Now let's explore mean.
Hi! Today, we'll be exploring the mean of a data set. Are you there, Alex?
The mean is the average of all the numbers in the data set. To find the mean of a data set, first we need to add all of the numbers in the data set. Then we need to divide the sum by the number of values in the data set. Let me show you. Let's calculate the mean for the average high temperatures in Juneau, Alaska. First, let's add the values. Now we just need to divide by 6.
6?
Yes, 6, because there are 6 values in our data set. For this data set of average high temperatures in Juneau, the mean is 45 degrees.
And that's how you find the mean.
Okay, now let's have a look at median.
Hello and welcome. Today, we'll be exploring the median of a data set. Alex, explain to the audience what is meant by the median of a data set.
My pleasure, Serena. There are 2 steps to finding the median. First, we need to arrange the numbers in the data set in ascending order. That is, from least to greatest value. Then we find the middle value.
That seems easy enough, if you actually have a middle number, which you will if the data set has an odd number of values. But this data set has an even number of values. What do you do with a data set that has an even number of values? There is no number actually in the middle.
Great question. To find out the median for a data set with an even number of values, you find the average of the 2 middle values. Our data set for the average high temperatures in Juneau is arranged from the least value to greatest value, and the 2 middle values are 39 and 43. So the median is the average of 39 and 43. Find the average of 39 and 43 and enter the value of the median in the box.
Okay, so it's 41.
Great job! To find the median of the data set, you found the average of the 2 middle values, which is 41 degrees.
Very informative. Thank you, Alex, for explaining how to find the median.
You bet!
All right, now next thing, let's check out the mode.
On today's show, we'll explore the mode of a data set. Sometimes in a data set, there are values that occur more often than others. The value that appears most often in a data set is called the mode. And now here's Alex with the mode.
Thanks, Serena. Hi, everyone. There can be one mode, more than one mode, or no modes at all in a data set. Take a look. This is the data set for the average high temperatures in Juneau, Alaska. To find if there is a mode, you want to find one or more values that appear more often than the other values. Give it a try.
So if you look here, guys, you can see that 39 repeats itself twice. So let's try and type in 39.
Excellent!
There you go.
In this data set, 39 occurs more often than any of the other temperatures. So the mode is 39 degrees.
Thank you, Alex. The mode makes sense to me now.
My pleasure.
All right, and the last one is range. So let's check out the range.
Hello. Today we'll be exploring range. Alex, can you show us how to find the range for the data set of temperatures?
Sure. Here's the chart that shows the average high temperature each month for 6 straight months in Juneau, Alaska. The first thing I need to do is arrange the data from the table in ascending order.
What does ascending order mean?
Well, that means the numbers are arranged from the least value on the left to the greatest value on the right. It's really helpful to arrange the data in ascending order as you find the different measures of the set. The range of a set of data shows the difference between the greatest value and the least value. So in this data, we would subtract the lowest temperature of 31 degrees from the highest temperature of 62 degrees. Since the lowest of the high temperatures reported is 31 degrees and the highest is 62 degrees, the range can be calculated by using subtraction. Give it a try. Type in the range of the temperatures, then click check.
So it should be 31.
Correct. 62 minus 31 is 31. So the range is 31 degrees.
Thank you, Alex, for explaining how to find the range. Very informative.
Sure thing.
Okay, so now let's continue with our questions. If you can open your notebook and see if you can do this question. So let's have a look. So this shows the score. Score and frequency. So basically, on the left you can see 0 to 8, and at the bottom 1 to 6. So how many times somebody scored 3 points? 6 times. How many times somebody scored 5 points? 4 times. How many times somebody scored 6 points? 1 time. So if you can open your notebooks and try and find mean, median, mode, and range. Now you can please pause this, okay, and then I will show you how I got the answers. So first of all, what we do is we add all the scores. So we have 6 threes, we have 3 fives, we have 1 6, and we divide it by 11. So we get the average score that someone would get is 4. Now the median is the number in the middle, so it's 3. Mode is the number that repeats itself the most. So number 3 is the mode. Range is 6 minus 3. Now let's continue. So this is the next question. A bus driver recorded how many passengers her bus had each day. Now what is the median of the numbers? So if you can now find the median of the numbers. So how do we find the median of the numbers? Remember our video, okay? You need to write down the values. I might just get out of this. Perhaps you need to write down the values here at the top. And the next step would be arrange the numbers from smallest to biggest. And I will give you some time to think about it. You can pause this because I'm going to show you the answer. So I'd like you to really try this yourselves, okay? You need to analyze this, okay, and arrange these numbers. So not 90, 70, okay, 80, 80, 50, 80, 50 from smallest to biggest. So let's check. So when you do that, okay, you get your median is the number in the middle, so it's 80. Okay, now next one, open your notebook and find mean, median, mode, and range. So there are 5 students, and Ben can hold his breath for 50 seconds. Morad can hold his breath for 60 seconds. Chris for 10 seconds. Pat for 20 seconds. Susan for 90 seconds. That's a long time. So now you need to find the mean, median, mode, and range. Okay, so what is the average amount of time that someone can hold their breath? Then what is the mode? Is there a mode? What is the median? Then the middle number. And what is the range from the person that can hold the breath the most time and the least time? So open your notebook and try and find all of these things now. So you need to find mean. Again, I will get out of this and I will probably, the first step would be to write 50 here, to write 60, 10, 20, and 90, and these are your numbers. Okay, you have 5 different numbers. Now, I would suggest that you pause this and I will show you the answer now. Okay. Actually, I haven't done the answer, so let's do this together. Now, what we're going to do is this. So, I'll do it with you. It's actually going to be better. Mean. Okay. So what we do is this. We add 50 plus 60 plus 10 plus 20 plus 90. And then we put that into brackets and then divide it by 5. Now this is your mean. Okay, so calculate the mean. So we have let's see, let's do it quickly. So we have 110, 120, 140 plus 90 divided by 5. So it should be 46. Now, Mode. Mode, we don't have mode, so there is no mode. Okay, no numbers that repeat themselves. Now, median. What we need to do is arrange these. So 10, 20, 50, 60, and 90. Then we look for the middle number. So it's 50, okay? So our median is 50. Now range. Range is the highest number minus the lowest one, which is 10. So it's 80. So what this means is that average amount of seconds that someone can hold their breath from these 5 people is 46 seconds. There's no mode. Okay, the median number is 50, and the range is between the highest number and the smallest number is 80. Okay. So this is, now just quickly check if this is all okay. Yes, seems to be okay. So these are the answers. Now, one more question, please. If you can open your notebooks for this one. So find mean, median, mode, and range. So the bar chart represents the outcome of penalty shootout competition. Each person in the competition was allowed 6 shots at the goal. The graph shows, for example, that 4 people, so 4 people here, only scored 1 goal. So 1 person scored 4 goals, 2 people scored 2, 3 people scored 3, 4 people scored 1, 5 people scored 1, and 6 people scored 5. So now you need to find the mean, median, mode, and range. So I'll give you a little bit of time. Okay, and you probably should pause this one so I can show the answers to you. All right, let's check the answers. So, mean. Now, did I do the rest of it? Okay, let's just have a look. So mean, what we do is we add, okay? So we add all the scores. So we have 4 1s, 2 2s, 3 3s, 1 4, 1 5, and 5 6. Okay, divided by 17, and we get 3 goals. So the average would be 3 goals. Now the next thing we can do is mode. Okay, so mode would be the number that repeats the most. So it's 6. Okay. Now median is the number in the middle. So do we have 17? So I think it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the median is 3. Is 3. Okay, and range is 6 minus 1, 5. Okay, and that's our answer. Now, I think we are about out of time. So, I wanted to do one more thing with you. I think I might show this to you. So, there's this website where you can calculate average and range. Okay, so let's quickly have a look how this works. And then we'll look at the homework. So, let's look at this one. So, for example, if we have, say, just different numbers here. Type in all of these. Okay, now calculate. So if we calculate, we can actually check this. Median is 15. Mode, no mode, number, total number 5. Mean 15.2. Range 7. Ascending order. Okay, descending order even numbers, odd numbers. So it's really cool. You can use this one. So if you want to try it at home, just copy this link, okay? So you can pause this and copy this, and then you can practice calculating this, okay? So say it's very good for something like that, where you have lots of a big score, okay, and it shows, you type it in here, and it shows all the things. All right, now, last thing, your homework. So what you need to do for homework is, and before I give this homework to you, we might look at one more question. So something like this will be for your homework, so please pay attention. Now, this is one of the questions. So fantasy football is a hobby where football enthusiasts compile a team of NFL players and earn points based on their statistics. So this is weekly score for a player A. Okay. Now, what you need to do is we need to calculate. I'm gonna get out of this so I can use the pointer. What is the player A's range for the season? Average, median, and mode. Now, you can open your notebook and try this, but I'm going to describe to you how this works. So, because you will have one of these for homework. So the range is, we look at the weekly point score, and we find the biggest number. So week 6, this player scored 25. 25, and then week 9, he scored 12. So 25 minus 12 is 13. What is player's weekly average? Then you add all of these, you get 158 divided by 9, 17.6 average points per week. Then, what is the player's a median value? We arranged all of these from smallest to biggest, and 16 is in the middle, okay? So 16 is the median. Mode is 12. Now, your homework is to do this. So this is the question for your homework. This is player B, okay? So you need to do the same thing for player B. And then you need to look at this one and write down mean, median, mode, range, and the same for this one. So this is your homework, guys, and I will see you next time.